Well, good Friday morning to you. Trucker Todd here, and time for another video. All right, folks, it's Friday, and I hadn't done a video in a while, so I wanted to do a video that would be kind of uplifting, kind of good news, and kind of short. So, in this video, we're going to talk about, when you go to these shippers and receivers, especially if it's a live load or a live unload. Now, fortunately, here at Swift, that's rare. It's usually drop and hook. But if I do have a live load or live unload, some of these places can be time consuming. And there's nothing worse than driving for several hours, needing to go to the bathroom, and showing up at one of these warehouses and them saying, we don't have any public restrooms. Or what's actually even worse than that is showing up and they've got some porta potty that hasn't been cleaned in 6 months, and it's out of toilet paper, and it smells like death. And it's funny, I thought about this during the pandemic. They're so worried about you wearing a mask, but they'd ask you to use a porta potty that hadn't been cleaned in 6 months. And so a lot of drivers revert to using a bucket or peeing in a jug or something like that. And that's not good either. That's definitely an emergency situation and not a solution. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about some proposed legislation. It seems to be bipartisan, and it seems to be something that we could all get behind and agree with. But something else that we should all get behind and agree with is give this video a thumbs up. Share it on your social media platforms, and make sure you're subscribed, things like that. Look down in the description below for a lot of other great information. And while I fire up my secondary phone and get this article for you, you guys check out the music. Here we go.
And this is why I do this, why I'm out here, why I keep that hammer down. Flying by these road signs with home on my mind, with these wheels turning round. For my family and for my kids, for this life I wanna live. And this is why I do this.
Alrighty, we're back. So this article came to me from truckernews.com, and it's new legislation that's being proposed. Of course, this doesn't mean it's a law. It doesn't mean it's going to go anywhere. But it is, at least they're looking at it. At least they know it's a problem out there. New legislation requires businesses to provide bathroom access for truck drivers. It says that a bill was introduced in the House of Representatives that would require shippers and receivers to grant truckers access to restroom facilities if they're picking up or delivering cargo there. It was introduced, the bill, by Troy Nehls, Nehls, a Republican from Texas, and Chrissy Houlihan, a Democrat from Pennsylvania. Basically, the legislation would require retailers, warehouses, and other businesses to give truckers access to bathroom facilities when they're picking up or delivering cargo. Now, it doesn't require them to build new restrooms, just to allow you to use their existing ones. Now, you and I both know what's going to happen. They're going to put in some of those porta potties that hadn't been cleaned in 6 months. But at least there will be something, so you're not having to go in a jug or in a bucket or between your truck and trailer or something like that. It's also going to require ports and terminals to provide bathroom access to drayage drivers. And so I really think that's great. It's been praised by Women in Trucking Association and OIDA. And so it doesn't look like, I can't imagine any group coming out and being opposed to people having access to restrooms. And then it's got some quotes here in this article from OIDA, and so that's good. And it's also, of course, they put the other part on it. As more women enter trucking, they're going to need access to restrooms. It's obviously harder for them to go in a jug or in a bucket or something like that. Let's see if there's... They also think this is going to be a retention thing that'll help drivers stay in the industry. I don't know if that's the case, but it might limit the amount of trucker bombs, P-jugs, whatever you want to call them, in parking lots. I'm surprised that truck stops with these larger parking lots don't put porta potties out there. I guess that's just something they don't want to clean or deal with or have the expense. There's one major truck brand or truck stop brand that's real bad about shutting their restrooms off and putting porta potties outside. And they do that fairly regularly. I'm not going to call them out on here, but I'm sure you know who those guys are. But anyway, just something I wanted to share with you guys. A lot of people have been asking me why I hadn't put out more videos. Honestly, I've just been working my tail off. I just go to work every day. There is going to be more videos coming. Right now I'm concentrating on trying to get home for Christmas. And I may stay home till after New Year's. I've got a lot of things to do. I'm still working out the accounting situation so I can leave ATBS. We've had some communication back and forth, and it hadn't been real productive this far. So I just don't want to deal with them no more, and I'm gonna work out the accounting side of things. I know I've been promising you guys all year I was gonna do it, and leave it to me to wait till the last minute. So I'll still try to put videos out while I'm at home. And right now I'm in southern Kentucky and trying to get something back to Texas. I've got a doctor's appointment on the 23rd, and I'm trying to get home for that. But anyway, that's rambling at this point. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. You guys have a super great weekend. Thank you for sticking with me, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.